Quicksort is a divide and conquer algorithm. It selects a pivot element from the array and partitions the array into two subarrays, according to whether they are less than or greater than the pivot. The subarrays are then sorted recursively. If the array only consists of one element, or the indices are invalid, then we simply return. Otherwise, we call the partition function to select a pivot, rearrange the array based on the pivot, so that elements less than or equal to the pivot are to its left, and elements greater than it are to its right, and obtain the pivot index. Then we call Quicksort on the two subarrays to sort them recursively. In the partition function, we choose the last element as the pivot. Note that the method for choosing the pivot varies among different variants of Quicksort. We initialize I to the lower index and traverse the array from the first element to the second to last element. If an element is less than or equal to the pivot, we swap this element with the ith element and increment I. Now I is the pivot index, which means all elements to the left of this index are less than or equal to the pivot, and all elements at and to the right of this index are greater than the pivot. Thus, we swap the ith element with the pivot. Then we simply return the pivot index. Here is an example. The pivot is 5, the last element. We initialize I to 0 and increment it each time we do a swap. An element less than 5 is swapped with the ith element. Three and 7 are the pivots for the two subarrays created. We repeat the process with these two subarrays. For the last two subarrays with more than one element, 1 and 8 are the pivots. We repeat the process one more time to obtain a fully sorted array.